Coach, congratulations on the win. An opening statement.
Yes, as always, appreciative to get a win. These things are hard to come by. Credit to IU Indy. They fought. That's who they are. They scrape. They fight. They have an odd system defensively, but credit to our guys. For handling that thing the way that they did for a majority of the game, especially without one of our primary ball handlers in Luke Williams. I thought our guys did a great job of wanting the ball, stepping through traps, making sound plays, and then on the back end, I thought we really executed offensively. They have an odd system to play against, but we have a system defensively too, and I think our defense did their job today. So credit to our guys.
Like you just said, with the odd system, I mean, they want to play at a crazy pace. One, how did y'all prepare for it during the week? I know you really didn't have that much time, especially with a flow and pace like that. And what do you think was like the biggest thing tonight of keeping them at bay for most of the run? I know they kind of got loose towards the end, but what was the biggest thing?
Well, we essentially just prepared for their press the whole time. We felt that we could get what we wanted in the half court if we would just take our time and execute. But we just worked on a couple different press breaks to give them a couple different looks just in case they made an adjustment. And really just talked about how we wanted to fight to get open, where we wanted the ball to go when they did trap, things like that. So credit to our guys for executing that stuff. And to be honest, what kept them away, I think, we had a tough week last week. We lost 2 games that our program feels like we should have won, and one of them we were up 20. So when we got up 20 today, I think that feeling came into them like, hey, I don't want to feel like that again. So these guys stepped up. They made big shots. Scoot makes a big shot. Bryson makes a big shot. A'lahn makes a big 3. Like, they just kept stepping up to the moment anytime it got tight. And I think, that experience that we had last week really helped us.
You mentioned A'lahn, who's sitting right beside you. A'lahn, for Buck Nation, most people know you from a couple of years ago. You had a season off. A little bit of a welcome back party tonight. Talk about how things were working for you. You were lights out from the floor. I think you missed 2 shots in total all night, 11 of 13. Great efficiency.
Yeah, shout out to Buck Nation. But really, it's just Nims, like we talk about the offense, like trusting the system. We got a lot of guys, like he just said, like the game's going to open up for each of us, like on any given night. So tonight was my night. I shot it great. I mean, that's just proof of my work.
Coach, how does it feel to have, well, I guess you had 3 out there tonight, but really 4 when Luke Williams comes back, 4 guys that can each go get you 30 when you want 30, right? Caraway, who hasn't played that much throughout the year, and I've played against A'lahn, I mean, hell of a player. And I played against him when he was a freshman, right? And to see him progress, how does it feel to have 5 different guys that can really go out there that you can trust that really can go get their own bucket whenever they want to?
Well, it feels really good. One thing that we struggled with in the last couple of years is depth. I set out this spring and said, hey, to my coaches, like we're not going to have this issue no more, and we're going to go recruit every guy that we think that they can start. And I think that we got a bunch of guys that could be starters on multiple teams, in our league. So credit to our guys, man. They work hard. They listen. They're starting to really trust the offense. But it makes you feel good, man. We really take pride in our evaluations. We made an evaluation on him a couple years ago, and he didn't play much. We made an evaluation on Bryson Blaine, who's at JUCO. We made an evaluation on Scoot Caraway, who's at JUCO. We take pride in these evaluations, and one thing that we do is we try to find those guards that can get to it, and thank God we got about 5 of them this year.
Coach, talk about Jesse Hoffmeister a little bit. The guy's been consistent pretty much all year, but made a lot of winning plays, even though his name doesn't jump off the box score like some of the backcourt guys.
Yeah, like you said, man, Jesse's just consistent, right? Like he came here in the summer. It was an adjustment for him, right? He was coming from a D1, but he didn't play this year. Last year he was injured with a minor injury. But Division III to Division I, that's a big jump. And the intensity that we have down here was very different for him, so he struggled. But all he did was just work. He never complained. He never put his head down. He just worked. And we came back from the summer, and the dude just started to rise. And he never really stopped. And now he's kind of hit that point of, he's a consistent starter. And every day he comes in, he understands the work, and he really cares about the game. He really cares about this team. He really cares about his personal growth. So what he goes out there and does doesn't surprise anybody. He's tough. He wanted the ball tonight, and he made very sound plays. He had 0 turnovers, and he was handling a lot of the pressure, right? So that's really good to have from your 4-man, right?
On that note, a little bit more of the unsung side of tonight's game. defensively, the bigs, I thought numbers don't jump out, but they did a great job defending.
Yeah, man, our bigs, people on the outside don't know it, but those are the most important guys in this program, on both sides of the ball, because we're so dependent on passing it to them offensively, and we're so dependent on them doing what they do behind our defense back there. So I tell them all the time, man, like, you're the most important guy on the court. You got to act like it. You got to take pride in that. You got to take that on your shoulders, right? And sometimes these guards get beat, and they go to the rim, and if they lay that ball up, it's on the big. Right, like they take pride in that stuff. Reese takes pride in it. Lachey takes real pride in it. And now, we're working with Devin to get him there. Right, like he's making strides from when he got here. But then Trent's embraced it, playing a little bit of five. So just really like our group of fives back there, man. They're great guys. They're high IQ kids, and they understand their job, and they strive to do it well every night.
Well, one last question. We'll get you out of here. It was a packed house tonight.
Yep.
How does that help the home court advantage?
Man, it was amazing. Really appreciate our crowd coming out. I tell our guys all the time, like, hey, we're going to promote it. We're going to do everything we can. But at the end of the day, these people come to watch you win. And the only way to continue to make them come back is to play well and to win. And I'm really grateful that our team came out, played hard. And I'm really grateful that our fans came out and showed out and gave us an edge. Man, you could hear that thing anytime we started to get a lead. And we made our run like we felt it. We felt it, and I really appreciate our home crowd coming out the way they did.
I was talking on the broadcast just about how, like, I personally was waiting for you to kind of have like a breakout game. I kind of could feel it was coming. Like I said, I played against you. You were a problem 2 years ago. You gave Longwood 30, who's year in, year out, one of the best defensive programs in this conference. I always struggle against them. How does it feel to have one of these games again? Like, I know it's been so long since you played because you had the time off, and then I'm not going to say you struggled this year because you've been playing really well, but you haven't had that big scoring game like you had tonight with 29 points. How does it feel to just have this type of game that you're accustomed to having from high school and then from a couple years ago?
Yeah, I've been through a lot of adversity, but all I can do is give thanks to God. I've been put a lot of work in from the year I've been off, taking care of my body, and really all I do is trust God just to keep playing and do what I do. So, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Sir.